averaging 9 points fewer than that tonight. On the big stage with £125,000 going to the winner tonight.
It's a lot of Australian lager. Treble 19 would be a party piece. Wade is way back
99.
out on the North Circular Road at the moment. Whitlock, though, just a couple of darts away from levelling the match again.
41.
is getting to be a real squeaker.
68.
Well, surely he will, Dave, because he's got 6 darts from here if he needs them, with Wade having a nightmare visit and leaving himself a mile
52.
back. Well, Whitlock's missed a dart at a double there, but he knows, as I say, he's coming back for that double 8.
We've got to come out, surely, yes, 19.
59. Simon,
Double 8 then for Simon Whitlock for 6 apiece. No problem for the Australian. A dozen legs split.
Isn't it just the absolute theatre of this sport that then with those darts you could hear the thunk, that magic thunk as the dart hit the board. And this is just pure sporting soap opera.
As we say, Wade will have the throw in the 15th leg. Whitlock might be wondering that he finished second in the league and Wade finished third. Maybe the guy who finishes above in the league should get the throw if it goes to a deciding leg to give some kind of incentive to the guys finishing higher in the table, but that's not the rules. Wade won the ball in the practice room.
Now the room in the treble bed, perhaps not quite. It's still an emphatic lead, but not beyond Whitlock to retrieve the situation.
60.
At this stage in a match, Dave, 3 darts without a treble spells trouble.
Disaster. Darting disaster. Now 19s for
99.
Wade, just under the wire, but he's left to finish to regain the lead again. Changed hands, what, 3 times the lead.
Well, Wade is in complete command
43.
of this leg.
Jones, you require 164.
Doesn't need to go for it. Had he left the ball, probably wouldn't. Just set up the shot here. Yeah, good stuff this from James Wade.
100.
Level ton. Good enough. Miles in front, 234 in front.
He's 180 really to put any kind of stress on Wade, and Wade just must summon the sinew, take his time, pick this out. 64, he's got time. 16 for tops. You know what he wants, so does he, and he knows exactly where it is. 7-6.
James Wade.
For Wade. This is a leg that Whitlock knows. No more questions. He's got to win it.
Well, no more questions, but he's got the answers, that's for sure. 180 for Simon Whitlock, his 3rd of the night, his 50th. A half-century hoisted in the Premier League season 2010. But more importantly, it puts him on the road to levelling this up at 7-all. It's going to be all the way, Dave. I think it's going to be a golden leg. It's going to be a deciding leg for a place in the final of the Premier League.
And how vital will the darts be in that? That's the tantalising question. But Whitlock's still got work to do.
That last dart was absolutely crucial. It was looking like being a disastrous visit, but he saved it. Last dart was a saviour. Hello, here comes James Wade.
He's 140 really.
140.
Whitlock still favourite by virtue of throwing first in this leg.
Tantalising tungsten.
Tell you what. Well,
got to get a treble, hasn't he?
50.
I don't know why you'd start throwing for the ball with your 2nd dart. Maybe that's a sign of a mental brain explosion from Simon Whitlock. Wade won't need a 2nd invitation. Well, 141 left.
100.
That's not too bad.
He knows he will have 3 darts at 121 for the match, and Whitlock's got to try and turn the screw as tightly as he can.
60.
He hasn't really at all. Left himself awkward now. Wade on 121 for a date in the final. It's on. And that's the shot in the middle of the board there, and he's just the wrong side of the wire. Now Whitlock is going to have to use the full one to think in this 130. Possibilities.
Got to hit a treble here for a shot at the bullseye. Hasn't hit it. James Wade coming back for 25 for the match.
Fourth place in the final. Double 10 just inside the wire. That's the shot. Now double fives. How big a dart is this for James Wade? It's monstrous. It's a monster. And James Wade goes through to the final. Simon Whitlock, one suspects, not quite at his best, but that man there, James Wade, he's bouncing with joy, and he's bouncing into the final.
The defending champion goes through. Next, it's the 4 times winner, the man they've come to see, Phil the Power Taylor, against Mervyn King.
This is what you've been waiting for.
So James Wade confirming his place in the final after that 8-6 victory over the Wizard of Oz, Simon Whitlock. Up next, Phil Taylor against Mervyn King. Who'd make it through to the final?
The Power with a perfect lie, Stephen.
Oh, there he is. Yep. You've got to believe this one's going to go. Oh,
140.
Well, it just puts him level with Merv, and Merv has got to get this first dart above the treble if it's not in it. See, that's no good for Merv. He's having to move to the side, and that's a good 3/4 of an inch low. He's got to get his range early on in this game.
At Manchester in the league earlier, 7-7, although Merv was 5-3 up on the Power. And at Aberdeen, he put in a crippler. In the first league, he's trying to beat people 11-1. He got an 8-0 the second time we had it, and at Aberdeen, he did 8-1 over Merv. So Merv has got. Next door at Wembley, there's a slippery pitch. This lad has got to fight against a slippery slope.
It's true enough. We just saw Taylor with one of his very rare 3 darters, which wasn't in 3 figures. He got a 60. Now, he's going to look at that. How still his body is. It's awesome, isn't it?
Orson Welles would have been proud of that body. Still an understacker now. He's coming for cover, runners.
Yeah, that's not enough. That only puts him around level. So now 6 darts from here, Mervyn, and you'll take this leg. You've got to feel. Now that's a good dart. There's plenty of room to the right.
Ooh. If you're just coming in, James Wade 4-1 up, then the Aussie pegged back. James eventually the winner, the holder through to play whoever wins this one. He's landing, Stephen, a bit high in the bed. Oh,
ooh,
maybe
yeah,
big mouth.
Look at that. Oh, what was he going for? Was he going for the...
Yeah, he wanted 82, so he's going for a 25 or the bullseye. The bullseye would have left him double 16, the 25, then 17 double top, so...
Set up nicely, as Rodders would say. Right then, for 2-zip. The 4 times holder of this title. Merv beat him 10-6.
20 double 16 or 12 tops. Tops, come on.
Come on, it's not in the lexicon.
Sorry, that's wrong
Stephen,
of me. I should have been impartial, but...
Keep your heart where your mouth is. Stephen on telly yesterday said that the game of darts was like acting. You had to maintain control as well as confidence.
That's right, kind of relaxation and yet at the same time concentration. And if one of them goes, you're lost, but if they're there together, you're in that absolute zone.
Well, a guy we've got to watch for loss of concentration. So we see these very odd-shaped darts with the bevel. He made them in metalwork when he was 15. They do alter narrow lies with their beveled surface rod.
Yeah, they certainly do. If they take a bad deflection off of Merv's darts instead of Phil's, they just bounce in. They'll just come to the left of that dart. Oh, he's gone to the right.
And listen this. He's equalled the world record average. He's on 116.6.
Good.
Taylor, Merv struggling, and he's on 105. Fantastic.
The speed of it is astonishing, isn't it? That's the trouble. He bounces you out before you even know you've been in a match. Ooh. Stay down.
58.
Lost the weight a bit there, Taylor, of these darts. These are these darts.
Are there regulations about these bevels and things then? I mean, can a dart be however you want it to be?
More or less, right?
Yes, it can be. There is an overall length. It can't go over 12 inches, but it can be anything inside there, any shape, any weight. There is a lot of different shapes in the game. But now, Taylor.
Trouble. 18 was the target. King way back to 104. Taylor does not light up as cleanly as he'd like. This has got to be a one darter left. No chance now. Step in easily. Take it, young Fry.
Well, that's it. It's the treble 20 double 4. Oh, 16 double 16. Oh, tops.
Red bit lipstick.
There it is.
And Fry was there before Delarose Spudder. Coming on, this lad.
He hasn't missed the lipstick yet, as you call it, the double top, has he? He's just deadly. It's extraordinary. He's averaging still 104.
Well, he's taken out the 72 when Mervyn was on double top. He took out the 68 when Mervyn's on a shot. And one of them was against the throw for Taylor, so that really has put the pressure under Mervyn.
Once upon a time, you could win a world title averaging about 94 to 97.
99.
This is the semi-final. Taylor sitting on 104.5. And Stephen.
Oh, yeah, 103. I mean, 101 for King is not
58.
bad. I mean, it's still bad.
Comes on like the Richard III of the darts act. The man everybody loves to hate. But also Taylor is after an 8-0.
Yeah.
Last time.
Oh, he'd love it, wouldn't he?
A couple of weeks ago, 8-1. And that will not be just for him, but it will be for Wade.
Yeah, and there's a touch of needle, though, anyway, between the two, isn't there? Supposedly, I've heard that, you know, between King and Taylor a little bit. Wasn't there a story that he once threw a dart over his head, King? And that was considered disrespect.
Taylor bent to pick up a dart. Merv threw it, but broke the protocol.
Yeah.
And he is looking for...
There he is again.